Hey everyone, my name is Sanjay Joshi, and in this video we are going to understand how to make a good LinkedIn profile.
So right now we are on my LinkedIn page, as you can see, and the first few seconds when somebody lands on your LinkedIn profile, what do they see? They see your profile photo and the background photo. This is the first impression that people get of you. It's important that you give impression in the first time. So a well polished chosen image gives off a great vibe and a good background photo. You don't need to put something like this. This is my university from where I've just graduated, but you can put a something decent that is just showing about you, or maybe a quote. A lot of people do that, and you don't need to put a profile photo in suit, but I think this looks a little good. Now coming on to this section, you can see that I've put in about like where I've graduated. So I've just put in Notre Dame MSM 2024 and like a CFA level 2 candidate and a fintech. Like this is a place which tells a lot about you in the first time, like what you are doing, what are your goals, and what are your aspirations. And one small thing that I have added over here is like the custom button. Like if you click on this link, you'll directly go to the YouTube channel. So you can do all of this in this edit intro area and make sure that like everything looks systematic and clean, because again, the first impression matters the most. Now, like I have also added this location thing, and like all of the small details gives a sense like the person is really dedicated and he's also a detail oriented person. And now talking about one thing which a lot of people ignores, and that is this URL. You can see my URL. This looks a little decent and like my name is just there, but I'll show you an example like what I'm talking about. If you see this URL, you'll see like this, there's so many numbers, 82928 and all of this, and this doesn't look systematic. Why? Because when a lot of people visits you, like a lot of people use this URL in their resume, and if you put something like this doesn't make any sense. This just shows that you are least interested in doing anything. So make sure this looks good. This looks like a little decent, not too many numbers, nothing, just your name. That is enough. This is a small detail, but like it can make a big impact and it looks well polished. Because a lot of people come on LinkedIn just for uh, like job purpose, and when you are applying for a job, you want to make sure you are giving your best impression. Now let's scroll down a bit, and now coming on to the about section. This is where you write about yourself. Show off your creativity, but always use bullet points. Trust me, the bullet points make it easier for a person to read and what exactly you mean, and it makes everything so much easier to read in the end. And I've also used the chat GPT over here. You can see like there are so many emojis that I've put in this. They are in very well structured way, so like it keeps the things professional, but it also makes it a little more engaging for people to look. So you can do this thing and you can use chat GPT. There's no problem, and it will give you a good prompt. Like you need to give a good prompt and it will give you a good summary of everything. Like this is my featured area. This is where you can really highlight your best post or like work. I've added a key post over here that has really like boom, it got 2 lakh impressions, and like the one where I've graduated. So you can like feature the posts that are very important for you, like that shows something what you are doing or like maybe a past work. Then all this is the activity area, it's not important. Now coming on to the experience area, this is very crucial. Like this is the most important thing. So make sure you list all your roles accurately and take time to explain what you have learned in each position. I've just started working over here, so I've not explained everything, but you can see over here like I've explained everything, like what I'm doing, sports performance assistant, and everything what I've learned over there. And I have one more thing that you can do is like just add what skills you have learned in that particular role, because this shows like what learnings you are bringing and what things you have learned during that role duration. Now coming on to the education area, uh, always list this from your past to your present and like even the work experience, because the most recent should be at the top. People are more interested in what you are doing now rather than what you have did in the past. So make sure like you like right now I've just graduated, so I June 2023 and May 24 is over here. Then I did my engineering in 19 to 23, so it is over here. And then again you can put what skills you have learned, so accounting and finance, and then like AI and everything else was over there. And make sure it is in a systematic manner, because people are interested in knowing what you're doing right now rather than knowing what you have did in the past. Now coming on to the license and certification area. This is a great place to showcase your achievements, and you can add credentials. Like I've added the credentials, and if I click on it, it will just open the certificate. This shows the trust, and this is also a good place to showcase like what things you are up to and what things you have learned. So I feel like this is a very good area for someone who is in the college, so they can do a lot of course and certification. And this is just more of the things, like this is a kind of a resume that you are creating of yourself. This is again one more good area which college students should use, that is project. If you are a college student, or maybe if you have done some projects back in your school, add it over here. Even like professional people can add on the projects in which they are working, but make sure you add what you have done, your experience, what it is all about, and like who people have helped you and what skills have you learned. So this just makes things easier for the other person to understand. And this is something which is not necessary you should do, but if you have done a volunteering work in the past, this section can really set you apart and show a more personal side of you. Like I was in NCC for 3 years, I was a cadet over there, so I've added this thing over there. In the end, I've added some skills, but this will be added randomly if you just add skills in the above section. So it will be over here, but you can remove it if you want. And that's it from my side. If you have any doubts or need any more tips on like what things we can do or like how we can improve more, just comment it below and I'll be happy to help. And thank you so much for watching.